For nearly a year, this Albanian gang ran the Eddy Line drugs operation, dealing cocaine in Swadlincote, northwest Leicestershire and East Staffordshire, and netting hundreds of thousands of pounds in the process. While the inner circle of the OCG, led by brothers Edmund and Edward Haziri, enjoyed lavish lifestyles off the proceeds of crime, they left a trail of addiction, crime and misery on our streets. They are now behind bars. Prepare to be on the edge of your seat as we dive into the heart of the investigation. Thousands of hours of police work culminate in a series of simultaneous strikes, captured in real time by body-worn cameras and the skilled hands of Derbyshire Constabulary's multimedia team. But every empire has its Achilles heel. It all began with a vigilant PCSO whose keen eye spotted the vehicle that was suspected to be linked to drug dealing in the area and was soon linked to other vehicles. This discovery developed into a sprawling investigation, spanning from London to the Midlands. Through meticulous surveillance and collaboration between different police forces, detectives pieced together the intricate web of drug trafficking orchestrated by the Eddy Line gang.
Believed used in the supply of Class A drugs.
This discovery uncovered a vast network of drug dealing, stretching from London up into the Midlands via a resupplier called Gazmend Hoxha. He would drive from his home in Leicester down to London to drop off the cash earned through the dealing and bring back the next batch of cocaine. The drugs, often disguised in folded lottery tickets, would then be distributed across the network of dealers and eventually find their way to users on the streets. Derby Crown Court heard that the gang is thought to have processed 9 kilos of cocaine, with an estimated street value of up to £1.1 million. As the clock struck 7 a.m. on March 23, 2022, tactical teams put the doors in at several properties and within minutes had rounded up the gang's principal players, including the Haziri brothers. One team targeted a business premises linked to the gang and discovered a huge DIY casino, a symbol of the extravagant lifestyle funded by crime. Meticulous searches of all properties then began, with one critical piece of evidence being front and centre, the Eddy Line mobile phone. Along the way, the teams found expensive jewellery, clothes and vehicles, stacks of cash, and also seized lottery ticket wraps of cocaine ready for a resupply pickup that would never come. But while that all helped build the evidential picture against the gang, it was the phone that remained elusive. Officers expected it to be at the home address of Alban Krasniqi in Blackheath Hill, London, and although the team found many phones in the flat, the Eddy Line was missing. The team discovered that whilst the front door was being forced open, Krasniqi had managed to throw numerous items, including the phone, out of his bedroom window. The iPhone sailed through the air and landed in a neighbouring garden, where it may have gone undetected had it not been for one of the Met's dog handlers and his four-legged colleague. With the line phone secured, the team bagged everything they needed up and, together with a handful of prisoners, headed back to Derby to examine the evidence. Critical evidence of the gang's activities lay hidden in the phones, protected by a 6-digit security code set by Krasniqi. To get to it, detectives needed to figure out the passcode, but only had a finite number of attempts. Thankfully, through the days and weeks they spent painstaking mapping the behaviour of the gang, the team had unearthed CCTV footage of Krasniqi making a contactless purchase in a convenience store. They believed that the iPhone he was holding in the footage was the same phone they now had in their possession, and so they watched him enter the code on the CCTV and tapped in what they saw.
Yeah, same pin. There's same pin. In both.
In the late hours of March 23rd, they managed to unlock the phone, revealing reams of evidence: drug orders, drop locations, dates, contacts, and much more. The contents of the phone, along with other evidence gathered during the course of the investigation, helped secure charges of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. Thank you for watching Audit Oblivion. As we consider the sentences handed down, ranging from 15 years for Edmund Haziri to just under 3 years for others, it prompts us to critically assess the adequacy of these judgments. Your input is pivotal in our ongoing quest to understand justice and law enforcement better. Don't miss out on future conversations about crime and justice. Subscribe now and let's continue this meaningful discussion together.